During his speech in Detroit this past weekend, Donald Trump decided to take aim at President Biden. And he did it by boasting about that cognitive test that he took years and years ago. It was in 2018, 6 years ago. Donald Trump took a mild cognitive test. Remember the person, man, woman, camera, TV, all that thing? Bragging about how he aced it. And then he challenged President Biden to take the same cognitive exam because Trump is certain that President Biden will not be able to pass it. And then that idiot who is bragging about how good his memory is repeatedly forgot the name of the doctor that performed the test. Here's what he said after challenging Biden to take the same test that he aced. He said, "Doc Ronny Johnson, does everyone know Ronny Johnson, congressman from Texas? He said I was the healthiest president he feels in history, so I liked him very much." Just not enough to remember his name, right? Because it's not Dr. Ronny Johnson. It's Dr. Ronny Jackson. Now, granted, you're only a few letters off, right? Okay, this is not like he was like, his name is, I don't know. I mean, Johnson, Jackson, it's fairly close, right? We're talking about, what, 3 letters difference there? So he was close, but still wrong. If this had been an ordinary speech where he got Dr. Ronny Jackson's name wrong, probably wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But this came just seconds after he was boasting about his memory, boasting about passing that cognitive test, acing the cognitive test, not just passing it. Highest score we've ever seen, probably. And then you forget the dude's name, who was your doctor for many, many years, who is now a sitting member of Congress for some reason. You knew this guy. You've done events with this guy this year. Getting his name wrong, like there's literally no excuse for that at this point. But he did it. As he's trying to attack President Biden's brain, his own brain completely craps out. So this upcoming debate, June 27th, 28th, I forget the exact date. I know it's a Thursday evening. It's going to be interesting because Donald Trump is going to try to land these zingers just like he did, with a teleprompter and still screw it up. That's going to be absolutely hilarious to watch. And I, for one, personally can't wait for it to happen. I think that's going to be one of the funniest things we have seen on television this entire year. But here's the other thing. This test that Donald Trump took, again, 6 years ago, okay? This was not an Alzheimer's test. There was no brain scans performed, okay? So we don't know if there's any kind of degeneration. He hasn't taken another one in 6 years, so we don't know the difference. We can see the difference in what Trump was like 2018 versus 2024. Definitely not the same guy anymore. So stop bragging about this. It wasn't even an IQ test. It was just a screener is what it is. To see if they needed to go forth at that time to do further testing. And of course, Ronny Jackson, not that great. Horrible reports have come out about this man, about allegedly drinking on the job, things like that. Not to mention the fact that when he came out, he lied about your weight. He lied about you being the healthiest person he's ever seen, suggested you could live to be well over 100 years old. Like, this dude was full of it. So I don't even take him at his word when he says you passed this test, because everything else he said as your physician was just completely so far-fetched that it was absolutely unbelievable. But Trump loves him, just doesn't love him enough to remember his actual name. Hey everybody, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we are closing in on a pretty major milestone here at Fair and Balanced as we approach 500,000 subscribers. But we're not there yet, and we definitely need your support. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, like and comment on the videos and share them as widely as possible.